breath with the appreciation that although Amy and I are in this room, we know that there are many of you on the other side of the camera, many of you who are in this room with us. And I smile and take a breath to appreciate that this feels like davening and not at all like performance. And it's very gratifying to daven with Amy and to share that with you. At this point, it would be our Torah service. With you, what we would be reading if we were now engaging in having aliyot. We would be reading Deuteronomy, that final of the 5 books, to chapter 16, verse 17. I chose this Torah reading, not unlike in a previous day, in that this is also a description of biblical holidays. Though beginning with chapter 16, and it's different than the descriptions in Exodus, in Leviticus, and Numbers, in that those, in Leviticus and Numbers, focused in on what did the priest perform as ritual on Passover. What was the nature of how to observe? Remarkably, this morning's Torah reading, as Moses now speaks to the people on the edge of their entry into the land, he reminds them, but why is there an observance of? Share with you those verse 1 of chapter 16 with it. For you departed from the land of Egypt hurriedly, so that you may remember the day of your leaven shall be found in you in all your territory, and none of the flesh of what you slaughter shall be left until morning. You are not permitted to slaughter the Passover sacrifice in any of the settlements that the Lord your God is giving you, but at the place where the Lord your God will choose to establish, you slaughter the Pesach, the Passover sacrifice, the time of day when you departed from, and eat it at the place that the Lord your God will choose. And in the morning you may start back on your journey home. After eating matzah, unleavened bread, 6 days you shall hold a solemn gathering for the Lord your God. On the 7th day, lo ta'aseh malacha, you shall not do work. You shall count off 7 weeks. Start to count the 7 weeks when the sickle is first put to the standing grain. Then you shall observe the Feast of Weeks for the Lord your God, offering you free will contributions according to the Lord your God has blessed you. And so this morning we are reminded those who were under the age of 20 before they left from Egypt. They are reminded that their journey will lead them forward into a land where there will be a temple, a place to bring offerings, and that as they straddling the past and the future, a musical string to have a melody needs to be pulled in 2 opposite directions simultaneously. It's a quality of paradox that to be in the present is to simultaneously honor the past and the future. In the present, there is a tautness, an opportunity of melody, of song and celebration that comes with knowing where we come from and where we are headed. We come and headed toward a promised land. Wherever we are, the future beckons us that tomorrow has the promise of a messianic day of harmony, past and future held together, creating a tautness of melody, of song and celebration. Our maftir, our reading from the day of Passover, a description of what would be brought by offering. And then our Haftorah is taken from the book of Isaiah, chapters 10, verse 32, and chapter 11. Also, and we are told, justice shall be the girdle of his loins, and faithfulness the girdle of his waist. The wolf shall dwell with the lamb, the leopard lie down with the kid, the calf, the beast of prey, and the fatling together. Them, the cow, lion like the ox shall eat straw. A babe shall play over vipers' den. In all of my sacred mount, nothing evil or vile shall be done. This image of a messianic harmony is Isaiah speaking to a scattered people. Some see this as but metaphor. Live in peace with the strong, that there is harmony. Others view it literally as a transformation of nature. Both are parts of how different rabbis have understood the Messianic era. What is in common is the yearning on this Passover day for a future day in which there is no pain and suffering, in which there is justice like water covering the earth, and in which there is a harmony of nature in all ways. And with that we say, may it be so. Ken Yehi Ratzon. Amen.